Colloquy of Mobiles was an interactive installation that was built in 1968. And it comprised hanging mobiles, some representing female figures and some representing male figures. And they rotated and made sounds and emitted light and interacted with each other and with the public. Now in 1968, this was absolutely crazy as an idea. Machines talking to machines, and people talking to machines talking to people. It was crazy. And it was invented by this guy, Gordon Pask, who had already built a whole series of machines to experiment with how people talk to one another and how machines might talk to machines. And he was both a scientist and an artist. This is a mural that he did in Cambridge, in the rooms that he lived in at the time. But Colloquy in 1968 explored this idea of what does it mean to live among machines, and what does it mean to have machines interacting with each other. That was 50 years ago. Now today, every day we have machines talking to machines. The machines in our pockets, right, the computers, the phones as we call them, talk to other machines. There's artificial intelligence in them, there's all kinds of stuff going on in the cloud with people interacting. So 50 years ago was this very simple idea, but fascinating and playful and interesting, and was all about cooperation and competition. And today, we're interacting with much more sophisticated machines. So Gordon Pask in 1968 asked a question that is equally valid and much more important even today when we have machines everywhere, which is, what does it mean to live in a world where machines talk to each other?
So what does the colloquy of mobiles bring to the table that we still don't have today?
That's a tough one. So what did Colloquy of Mobiles do? What did Colloquy of Mobiles mean in 1968? And what did it do that we don't have today? Well, first of all, there's a playfulness to it. There's a physicality to it. It's immersive, it's interactive, it's things moving and interacting. We don't do this very much with digital machines these days. Mostly we have screens which get in our way. So it was an exploration of a space in which the kinds of cooperative and competitive interactions you could have could be explored freely and without language, just in its own terms, as mechanical interactions. That's not a great answer. The question's too good for me. I don't know. I don't have a good answer to that one.
So could you please describe Colloquy 1968 in 2 words?
Colloquy 1968 in 2 words is cybernetic craziness. Colloquy 1968 in a couple of words would be cybernetic fun. Colloquy 1968 in a couple of short sentences would be a madman's idea of a wonderful kind of playful interaction to explore what it means for people to interact with machines and for machines to interact with machines.